All right, this is a fun one. This is how to customize High-Level's built-in video player. So this works for hosted videos. So we're inside of a High-Level funnel here. If we select our video, we can see we've selected hosted video. And High-Level is using something called Video.js. That's the open source player that they're using, which is great because there's a lot of customization we can do. So in this demo, this shows how to enable additional Video.js features like auto looping a video. So what we're going to do is we've got our video on the page, and then we need to add a custom code block. And we just come over and grab the codes, and we're going to open this code block, and it'll look like this. And just paste that in. And what this code block does, so there's a bunch of code here that just kind of handles everything for you. And at the top of it, we need to tell the code which video player we're interested in, because we might have multiple videos on the page. And then we've got this function here to customize the options. And right now we just have it, we're just going to turn on looping to true. So we got to grab this video ID. This is going to be different for every video on every page. And it's really important too, if you copy a page or a funnel, just be aware that High-Level always changes the video IDs. So even if you copy a funnel, you're going to need to go back in and update the code. But it's really easy here. So we just select the video, go to Advanced tab, and then we're just going to copy the CSS selector. So there's this little copy button here. Just click that and come back into the code. And then we're just going to replace this. So this is going to have this pound sign or hash sign in front here. And then we'll save that and save. Oh, and if you have multiple videos on the page too, then you just do comma and then paste in the other one. So you're going to have quotes around the video ID and then a comma and then another ID with quotes around it. But in this demo, we've only got one video, so it's going to look like that. Save it. All right. And if we reload our page here and we scroll all the way to the end, this now will auto loop. There we go. Okay, the next step is, this is additional code that you don't need to use, but it comes in really handy. So I have this unmute button. So we've provided additional code block here. And what this can do is this code will look at the page for any buttons that have a special CSS class, and then automatically come in and we've got it set here to unmute the player. So the way that this works is we're going to select our button and we go to Advanced, and let's clear that out. So for the custom class, it's going to be video unmute, and then the video ID, but without this pound or hash sign. So it's going to be video dash unmute and then the video ID, and then hit enter there. So High-Level saves the custom class, and then save this. And we need to copy in this additional code. It could be in the same code block, but I like to put it in a separate code block just to keep things organized. So we're going to open that and just paste it in. And so what this code is doing is it's scanning the page and looking for any buttons that have this video unmute class on it. And it parses that class to get then the video ID, so we know which video is actually being unmuted. And on the button itself here, I want to make sure that we set it to website URL, and then just put in the pound or a hash sign for it. And that guarantees then that that High-Level will create this button as an A tag, which is what our code is looking for. If you set it to the pop-up, you might need to modify the code a little bit. You can still get it to work. But if you set it to website URL and hash, then the code template it provides should work just fine for you. So now if we save that and refresh, so we've got the video to autoplay, and now if I click the unmute button,
Demo of what
it actually unmutes it.
What are its
And on the screen recording here, you might not be able to
insight
hear
as
it,
to why
but
we built it in the first place.
it's working
Love
just fine. So that's all there is to it. And in this code template provide, so this custom options function, that's where you can put any Video.js options. So over on the Video.js documentation page, we've got all of these different options. So we can change the poster, which is the thumbnail. We can change aspect ratio. There's a lot of things you can do there. So I hope this helps, and keep an eye out for the other video about actually changing the skin on the video player, which is really cool that we can do that. All right, cheers.